Uploading Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. and anime and manga contributor to Bounding into Comics, and today's manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 181. So before we get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons, and because this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we're a one-woman operation struggling to keep a roof over our heads and praying to the manga gods we're not going to be on the street. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below. So, well. Last chapter, Jujutsu Kaisen, Kotsu delivered the finishing blow. We finished our meal. Our dessert was delicious. Yes. Oh, it was so good. Anyways, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. We got a beautiful, beautiful cover page that we do. Look how beautiful. Well, look how beautiful the cover is for this week's Weekly Shonen Jump. Yee! And we got a color page. Again, today there's someone who wants to create the world known as manga. Who doesn't? Hey, that guy just now. That foreign kid, he came to submit a manga. Charles Bernard, yeah. What's that say? Okay. You don't see that often. The flower that blooms in a sea of death gets a second chance at life. Celebration of the 4th anniversary of serialization. I can't believe it has been 4 years. I've been covering this manga for 4 years now. Oh my god, has it really been 4 years? Oh my god, it's been 4 years. I've been covering this manga since chapter 17. Holy shit. Cheers to 4 years. We are winning, fam. God, I love that freaking top. I need that top. I need those pants, too. God damn it, I need that outfit. Alright. This chapter is titled Tokyo No. 2 Colony, Part 1. By the way, I wish it was the Gege's art that was doing this, but there is a Jujutsu Kaisen Dolce Gabbana collab. We moving on up, but I'm not happy that's not Gege that is collabing with Dolce & Gabbana. It's the anime, which is some bullshit if you ask me. It should be your art, Gege, not the anime's art. The anime's art doesn't do it justice. Nah. Because if Posaka can do collabs with Gucci, you should be able to do collabs with Dolce & Gabbana. It's not Cloverworks doing it. It's Posaka. Bullshit that you ain't doing it, Gege. I'm sorry you're not. Oh god, I'm just imagining Gege's art with Dolce & Gabbana ad. Oh, it'd be so badass. And also, Shida Sui did a collab with Tokyo Ghoul collab with Marvel recently, and also Posaka did did the promotional art for Dune. So it's like, Gege, you getting the short end of the stick. Why are you allowing them motherfuckers to steal your? No, I said it's not steal. The anime. Well, actually, it is kind of stealing. Why are you letting the anime steal your glory? That pisses me off so much. Anyways, the defeated. What do they have to say? You're the one who will reach your limit. I've seen it all before. Sorcerers, cursed spirits, it doesn't matter. The only ones who are able to transcend beyond being merely strong are those with an overwhelming sense of self and a complete disregard for others. This art. Why isn't this art with the Dolce & Gabbana ad? This makes me so mad. I hate them fucking anime art. I hate the anime art. I'm just picturing what the freaking manga art, the manga collab for Dolce Gabbana would be like. It'd be so badass. It makes me mad. Natural disasters. You're too sweet a Kotsu. That isn't praise. Zone out. Sweet can, in this context, sweet can also mean naive. Naive feels better. Feels like a better translation. Sparing sorcerers who seriously fight to the death is useless. Urasan said, wait. Sparing sorcerers who seriously fight to the death is useless. Urasan said the same thing. So she's still alive? Makes sense. After the domain expansion, my blast could only be so strong. That woman wouldn't stop whining. Are you guys on a lover's tiff? I guess you could say that. Please pay more attention to her. Anything I say will end in violence. She won't listen to me because, unlike her, I'm blessed. I see. I don't really get it, though. Either way, please give me your points. Rule 10. Players may transfer a number of points of their choosing to another player. So that's how it is. If it wasn't for this, you would have killed us both, huh? Would I? You should thank my friends for that. Aww. After receiving points from Ura Takako and Ishigori Ryu, Kotsu Yuda almost 200 points. Look at my boy. He's just winning. Kotsu is winning. He's not only winning points, probably winning allies too. We're at Shueisha now? Oh my god, Shueisha. Oh god. If this is a war zone at Shueisha, this will be the second time where it's seriously a war zone, because the last time Shueisha was a war zone was me and Roboco. And I swear if we see the labor mines under the Shueisha, in the basements of Shueisha, I'm going to be really convinced that Miyazaki is right about that shit. Oh my god. Go read me and Roboco, you will understand. What makes a mangaka a mangaka? Look, it's not like there's a license to be a mangaka. Do you have serialization experience? Well, that's a little rude to ask. Have you been published? Now, that's an outdated question. You speak Japanese very well. Please sit normally. You too. You speak Japanese very well. Huh? But I'm Japanese, and I was born and raised in Japan. My parents are French. What you are experiencing now is me in my entirety. Sorry. Sorry? No worries. What a strange kid. Let's try to get along. After reading my manga, you'll realize that we'll have a long and fruitful relationship in the future. Hurry, General-sama, drive the timer out of the screen. What? Quickly, quickly. Okay. I gracefully admit my defeat. Sure. Stories based on legends or classic stories are pretty common, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. But isn't this a little too adult-oriented? Hence why Ayakashi Triangle is moving to Jump Plus, which it should have done ages ago. Thank fucking manga gods for that. I'm hoping to God this means that it's gonna be. I'm sorry, it needs to be out of Viz. Please just take a since Viz does not want to license Ayakashi Triangle and Seven Seas is licensing it. Just please take it out of Viz and just have the simulpubs on Manga Plus. Please, I'm tired of the bullshit. Just saying. Even though, let's be real, Hell's Paradise Jigakaraku had a lot of nudity too. I'm just saying. Pretty common? The main character gets pranked by the general every night and has to deal with the illogical problems like how to catch a tiger in a screen. But the tiger is actually a cat girl and the main character is enchanted by her. Instead of using an improvised witty dialogue, you just copied the same answer EQ did in the original story. It's hard to understand, or perhaps you could say the context is just too specific. We're a shonen magazine after all. The later developments are also quite curious. Is this a comedy? Horror? If you want to combine multiple genres, you'll find it weakens the story's core. And the sketches are exceedingly inadequate. Like this one, real fingers would bend this way. Here, look at it closely. Ooh! Ow! Now it's the same in the manga, right? Is it the manga, right? If you really care so much about realism, then just watch live action movies or look at photos. Ooh! Gege, methinks you are projecting. Methinks Shueisha was treating you like shit for a moment. But in regards to manga, we cover photorealistic series that do use bits of fantasy as well. But their fingers are still used in the right spot. They're used correctly. I'm just saying. Culling game player Charles Bernard. What kind of place is this? Are you really a publishing house? How come you don't get it? The fullness of fever that those technically correct drawings can never reveal. I'm done speaking with you. I'm done speaking with you. Guards! What the hell is it? What is manga? What is a manga? What is a mangaka? The answer? Have you figured it out yet? Hell if I have. November 12th, 12/11. Luckily the electricity is still working around here. I'm not feeling lucky at all. I resorted to riding a Ferris wheel with a guy. You could have just turned me down, you know. This is just a preview. A preview. After all, I don't know when I'll be able to come here with a woman. You're so optimistic. Do you really think Tokyo will ever come back to normal after this? That's the exact opposite of me. I came here to watch the final scene from afar. Ever since Tokyo filled with monsters, with curses, no one's publishing manga anymore. In the end, mangaka and editors ended up the same way. I respected them. I loved them. I felt this way towards so many mangaka, towards so many works. I need to ask you for something. Give me a reason to fight. In the Culling game, the only reasons to fight are negative, whereas in battle manga, you have to give the readers a positive reason. No, you don't. That's a little bullshit. You can give readers a negative reason to fight in a battle manga. That's a load of bullshit. It's a load of bullshit. You give a negative reason too. Revenge is considered a negative reason. Just say, revenge series are great examples. Torture series are great. Even if you are getting revenge, torture is torture. Well, in the case of some torture series, some motherfuckers actually deserve it. I'm dead serious in some of these revenge series. My God, motherfuckers are screwed up in the head. Oh God. I'm trying to think of a series where there's really negative reasons to fight. Well, there's military series. War's never a good thing. Please, let me hate you. Hate you so much that I want to kill you. You're a mangaka, right? Wait, I wouldn't read your manga even if you begged me to. I don't want to catch your gloomy fucked. Stop whining and go all out, disgusting otaku. Why do you have to say something so awful? Motivation ignited. Yes! I'm excited for this. I have to wonder if Gege was inspired by real life. But the thing is with manga, is manga can be about anything. It's just the story has to be interesting. And battle manga doesn't have to be something good. It can be something evil as well. Well, considered evil. I mean, Shueisha is just not the place for it. You might have to go to Kodansha for something like that. Kodansha gives you a lot more freedom. I mean, have you read Jujutsu no Rokunin? Have you read Gleipnir? Have you? Oh, Gleipnir is so good. I love Gleipnir so much. Shit, have you read Attack on Titan? But is what Charles said true? Do you need to have like a just cause for fighting for it to work? I don't in a battle manga. I don't know. I don't think so. But there's more than just one publishing house to go to. Motherfucker, you could publish your shit on the internet. That's how some publishing house will find you, is putting your stuff on the internet. That's how mangaka found my content is because I tag them in my when I posted on Twitter, and I have mangaka that follow me, and have watched my content. Like Akamatsu has shared my mangaka VQ Holder has shared my content. I have the mangaka of Vigilante Boku no Hero Academia Legals follows me on Twitter. The mangaka of Kengan Omega, Kengan Ashura / Kengan Omega, they follow me on Twitter and watch my content. The mangaka of Togenanki watches my content and follows me on Twitter. I mean, social media is a beautiful thing. It really goddamn is if you use it correctly. I'm just saying. But there's some series. Oh, Shikamori's Not Just a Cutie, for example, is a great example of this. Some series like start off as a web manga and then become such a big hit, they become they get serialized in Jump. I'm just saying, you never know. But dude is just being such an idiot. This isn't like fucking this isn't like Hollywood where everything has to be a certain way. Hollywood is so fucking restricting. It's unbelievable. I know. I'm going to be doing an article, some articles for Bounding into Comics about like I already did. I'm working on one in regards to like to sequel series, like how some sequels are working better than what Hollywood is doing. I'm probably going to do one for continuations as well because like series like Cardcaptor Sakura, Clear Car Arc, and Zatch Bell, like Zatch Bell especially, which came back after like almost a decade. It in 2 chapters, because there's 2 chapters out right now, is doing so much better than anything Hollywood is putting out. Is just unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable. And what the editor here is saying is what this guy is doing is extremely generic. And this is why I'm gonna say this. This is why Doron Dararon's failing. And mofos don't understand it. I'm sorry if you're a Doron Dararon fan, but this is why Doron Dararon fans, this is why the series is failing. I'm sorry. It's like it's 3:30 in the morning. You're gonna have to excuse me if I'm fucking up right now. This is why Doron Dararon is failing, and this is why Phantom Seer failed. Because they both suffer from major identity crises. They're not their own series. There are a bunch of series jumbled up, and they cannot find their own identity. And that's a huge problem. What this guy was doing that. His manga was basically a clusterfuck of an identity crisis. That's what it seemed like to me. And that's a problem. You can't do a series like that. You can't. No. You gotta be able to show it. But the other thing that's interesting that's happening with manga right now, and I did a video on this about, and I gotta do an article on this, is how a series like Takabi's Original Sin is kind of changing the game right now for manga, because Takabi's Original Sin has been, as you know, only 2 volumes. It's a 16 chapter manga. Is only available. It's a Manga Plus exclusive. If you've not read that manga, oh, go do it. It is so good. It's so good, and it's a new editor that was behind it. And what Nakaji was saying, who's one of the main editors at Jump, was saying that this format might be one of the new ways to introduce up and coming mangaka to the world, which I wouldn't mind. Or to have like besides having like one shots, have a short form series, which I think would be great. So it's just interesting. The reason why I bring it up is is making me think of it. But I'm very curious what you guys think of this chapter. I have to wonder if this portion of the arc is inspired by Gege's own experience with Shueisha, or like with what he's seen with other mangaka, or with or what. I would not be surprised, and I kind of like that a lot. I do, because because people need to face that reality, because there's a lot of aspiring mangaka, but they'll come in with these series that are really generic. But like with Gege's art, it is very unusual. It is. And sometimes Shueisha is not the most open to niche. They're not. Well, this new editor seems to be more open to niche than previous editors, but at the time with Gege, when Gege was presenting Jujutsu Kaisen, the editor was not big into niche, but this new editor is, which I really like. But people in the Western manga Twitter community are just, a lot of them are closed-minded, which really frustrates the hell out of me. But I digress. Anyways, I'm very curious what you guys think of this chapter. What do you guys think of the inspiration for this chapter? What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think it's again, this has got to be more in relation to like Jump at the time, Jump at the time. So you got to think of like the previous editor that wasn't big on niche series, and especially in terms of story, and in terms of story, if it's generic, it's generic. But I'm talking about referring more so to the art style. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what I'm doing. I want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, so I can keep bringing you more Jujutsu Kaisen content. Few ways you can do that: donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.